think you got to see this one, Zach, but I'm curious if you ever got to see the original. I think it's a duology. There may be 3 of them. The house parties from the 90s.
Yeah,
that starred
of
Kid
course.
and Play. Fan of those?
Of course, I've seen the classics, but
Yeah.
I did not get around to the new one, unfortunately. Or maybe I'm better off, I guess, based on the buzz around it.
Yeah, you're better off with that. The original house party movies were fun. They're vibrant. They felt like a house party. You also had Kid and Play, who I think added a lot to the originals. If I could find them down here on some related aspect. Not just Roseanne Barr. For the house party movies, the original ones kind of had a vibe to it. You know, a lot of it was leading up to the dance-off. These characters and how they got to know each other. Look, call it because it's LeBron James, and the whole story revolves around these guys who they clean up houses, and they end up cleaning a house who just so happens to be LeBron James. And while he's out of town, according to his calendar, why don't we throw a house party here, since one of them wants to be a DJ, the other one wants to be like a manager for these parties. It misses the marks in the realm that the original house parties were made for the people who went to house parties. This is a movie from Warner Bros. Wondering, hey, does anybody still go to these house parties anymore? If we were to like just put everything and all these cameos together, would it work? Nah, there's so many misses in this movie. Look, there's a lot of cameos. Some of the cameos are really great, but the cameo doesn't make the cameo, if that makes any sense. I'm glad you got that person, but damn did you have them making the dumbest little skits for it. Between the two of these actors, you know, they don't have what Kid and Play had, but they have this good back and forth that's going on. But there were moments where I'm looking at this dude on the right, and while he's all right, it kind of felt like a British dude doing an American accent. Zach, I come to find out it's a British dude doing an American accent. And that's where I think honestly, it was just a bunch of slip and sliding into a lot of these jokes on whether they were going to make it or not. This is one where HBO, all of 2020 and part of 21, had movies going same day and date. One of those was a LeBron James movie called Space Jam. Yeah, this is worse than that one. I think it should have just gone there. Kid Cudi plays a character in this movie known as Kid Cudi. And damn, I don't think that's what the teens wanted. This is a movie for the fellow kids, Zach. That's the best way I could put it. It needs to stick to HBO. It's not the worst thing that I've seen this year, but it is the worst thing I've seen as a part of this lineup of movies we have for this. So that kind of sucks. I don't want to overly hate it, but there's too many misses for it to give it a pass. Andrew Santino, I don't know if you know him. He plays a neighbor in this movie. He also had a stand-up special. You listen to the stand-up special, and then you really realize what's wrong with the movie. He was doing stand-up special stuff and not playing a character. It's one of those movies, Zach. Everyone's coming in to do their bits. They're not doing it for the film. His cheeseburger special was all right. Not the best. But damn, is it really bad when you try to contort that into a neighbor who really wants to see if LeBron James is in town. That's out on Netflix. You can watch that one right now to get a gist of the comedy.
It does kind of feel like this almost piecemeal movie that it's like assembled from all these parts that they could finagle, right? Like they get a celebrity cameo. Yeah. It's like, let's figure out how to work this in. Who cares if it really like contributes to the bigger thing we're building here. I think the thing that really surprised me is when I was looking down the list of people attached to this, they got Stephen Glover. Donald Glover's brother, the showrunner on Atlanta, is a co-writer on this movie, and it isn't funnier?
He's a co-writer. Look, I'm telling you, there are spurts in there. I'm not going to deny the spurts, but I cannot uplift the little bits that they got that probably came from Glover, his brother. Mm-hmm. But it undermines itself with all the other stuff that they do. They have this dumb koala bit that I saw was brought up in the chat of this pet koala who's just out there, really just a do ex machina to get to the next plot point. Again, a lot of the cameos, while cool, the cameo itself isn't funny. It's not memorable. You just know the person who's in it. Hey, there are spurts in there. If you're going to watch it, it's not really a theatrical movie. My theater was empty. Yeah, you could still hear all the groans. You can hear some of the laughs too, but you could hear the groans. I think it's one to wait for on HBO Max. Do not play those virtual prices because it's already a virtual VOD. Wait till it's a part of your subscription for HBO Max.
Yeah,
it'd be all right. I like this right here.
House party.
Talking about it being Kawhi, just off of Kawhi's funny laugh that he does. That would have been a lot better. LeBron is overplaying himself. It's not funny at this point. It's not funny, bro.
Yeah, that bit peaked in Trainwreck.
80 for Brady should not be the better sports breaking the fourth wall movie that we have out in theaters. But nonetheless, that is House Party.